Rolling.
All right. Hey, welcome to Ask Adam. We're excited to be back on.
Ask Adam on LuLaRoe Chrissy.
On LuLaRoe Chrissy, that's right.
Brought to you by LuLaRoe Chrissy.
Brought to you by LuLaRoe Chrissy Dolezal. Oh, I got a notification.
Oh,
I can feel it on my leg. I bet you're live. Tonight we're going to be talking about, hey Grace, we got a question about where to meet people other than at a bar. Hey Jennifer, welcome in.
Good places to meet others.
Good places to meet others.
And I've become addicted to Conversation Hearts. Does anybody else like Conversation Hearts, or am I the only person? I think I'm the only person.
Hey Rebecca, I think you're the only person over 18 that is probably addicted to Conversation Hearts.
I can't even read them, though. The Conversation Hearts are trash.
They're terrible now. They're like LOL and...
Well, they don't... Like, this one's the first one I've been able to
Dream
read.
Date.
Which, that's what we're talking about. Not
Yeah.
Dream Date, but we're meet
Ask
others.
Adam.
Just for you, Jennifer.
Woohoo! So we had a question about where good places to meet, so that's what we're going to talk about. Just kind of go through a list of places.
Some ideas of
Some
where
ideas
to meet people.
to meet. And
Because most likely you're not going to meet your future spouse at a bar.
right. Well,
It happens.
it
but
can happen, but you also...
Miss
Miss L. Hey, Morgan. So,
I think...
we got on early enough for her.
Yeah. Well, and I think Miss L should let me fix her up.
Oh,
So, my son and dad love him. I'm not a fan.
not a fan.
Maybe I do need to hang out with your dad, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. Got to go to bed. So,
I may know the guy for you, and you'll never know, Miss L.
all right. So, but tonight, we're going to talk about this. The other thing I was going to kind of end on is social media, and when you, after a breakup, I think we talked about it a little bit, but I wanted to kind of hammer that a
reiterate?
little. Yeah. 'Cause
Sorry,
I think
Nick,
that's
I did.
it's in my money shot. All right.
Fix me up.
All right. So, first of all, I know people like, especially if you're over 25 and under, you probably meet, especially in a college area, you can go to different bars or different activities with the 25.
There's probably like enough activities going on in
Yeah.
your
But as you get more
social
professional, and especially in smaller towns, it's a lot harder. Now, urban areas, bigger cities, it's not as hard to meet people in more of a social settings because there's more activity type things. But here's a list of things to do. So, one of the ones is local volunteers. So, volunteering like at a homeless shelter, and not that you're going to try to pick up on the homeless, but you're going to find people that are like-minded.
may not be a good place.
But a homeless shelter or like Habitat for Humanity, because there's going to be other people that are like-minded that are obviously going to volunteer, and gives you opportunities to meet them
Most
in that
likely
setting.
somebody that has your same values. And
Correct. Yeah, and similar
sense.
interests, because that's really the key. We've talked about this, and you could go back on 2 or 3 or 4 about like attracts like. Like, opposites do attract, but that's not lasting. You got to have more of a like together. So the other thing is adult sports leagues. If you're something that, and maybe you're not good at, but getting on a team atmosphere like a volleyball or something that's like, I know there's kickball leagues, something that's pretty casual, but maybe getting a couple friends and doing like the co-ed. So maybe you don't know everyone on that team, and that's another opportunity to meet someone that potentially could be on your team or on the other teams, you get to meet them as well.
You get to meet people. Now, what if you're not a big sports person? Can you be like, do they have like managers?
Not really. I mean, you have somebody that organizes it, but you'd still want to. You could be the person that organizes a team, or if you are there's always someone that sponsors, someone that will pay for the registration fee. And so if you've got some money and you want to pay for registration fee and make a team, but you don't necessarily want to participate, you could certainly do that as well.
Be involved that way.
Yeah. There's also like young professional organizations in local communities, and you could join a young professional because, again, they get together, once a month or on occasions and kind of talk business. But obviously, there's going to be people that are going to be similarly interested in.
Well, and a lot of those professional groups, they do things together outside of the business. Like they'll have their monthly meeting, but then you have other ways to connect.
And there's other social activities that, and obviously there might be some alcohol involved, but it's not going to be like a bar.
Like a bar.
Hey, Anna. So that's what I would say. So for those that just joined, we're talking about places to meet people for dating that isn't a bar or isn't something. I don't know what else to say. I guess a bar is the only way I could think of, but
just alternatives of ways to meet future prospects.
The other, I was going to say, and I know this probably falls under adult sports leagues, but I just wanted to kind of separate some of these ideas. So, like a running group, so groups that go out for runs, a lot of them are co-ed, and they go out, maybe on a weeknight, but also like on a Saturday morning. But again, if you're interested in running or trying to get started, that's another way to potentially meet somebody with, again, similar interests in yourself. Like, I'd say like a Weight Watchers or something like that, but I think Weight Watchers is predominantly women, so unless you're trying to just meet women. So if you're a man and you're wanting to meet women, I would say join Weight Watchers group. Hey, Kelly, welcome in.
What about the gym then? Did you write down the
I
gym?
didn't write the gym. I'll say this. I think the gym is a terrible place to meet. Now, having said that, I think there's gym groups, and I know I'm only going to reference what I know, like a CrossFit. I know CrossFit is a group, like there's group times, and it's co-ed. So, like, if there is a gym that is co-ed and has group times, but just to go to the gym,
it's kind of hard to meet.
It's hard because I can just tell you, as a guy in a gym, to approach a girl, it's creepy.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, as a girl,
approaching a guy,
less creepy, but I don't think it sets it off as a good. It's not good. Because here's the other thing is, so a lot of guys don't work out with their wedding rings. So you might get into a relationship with someone who's married, but chooses not to.
It might be,
And
what's
so
his face?
that's
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. And he's not that into you.
I know, he's not that into you.
He told her he was married, so he wasn't hiding that.
That's true, he wasn't.
So anyway, that's what I would say. Gyms are okay, and that's probably, but I would just say if it's group time, so if there's like cycling.
If it's just like open gym, you're probably not going to meet somebody. But if you're taking like a class, you could potentially meet somebody in a class.
Right, so like a spin class and those types of. Now, if it's an aerobic class, again, like if you're a guy, a yoga or aerobics class, which is predominantly women, might be a good opportunity. But again, I just think it's really hard for a guy to bridge that gap to how do you transition from, hey, there's a good-looking girl in my yoga class that's been in front of me or to the side of me, and I want to ask her out, because that's creepy.
If there's a guy in my aerobics class, I'm going to assume he's looking to meet somebody.
Right.
He's there for women.
Yeah.
He's not really there for a workout.
He's already into men, so not interested in women.
I don't think we need to talk about that.
Just saying. Just putting it out there. All right. So local church groups is another thing to do. So like a Bible study group or getting involved with the local church, because they have things for singles.
I was just going to say that. A lot of churches already have single activities, so that would be another place to meet like-minded
people, similar, safe environment, something where you can just have a casual dialogue and there's no pressure into seeing if you're interested. Another one is book clubs or kind of volunteering with the library. Again, like-mindedness, something that you're interested in. But if it's like a Nicholas Sparks books or the 50 Shades of whatever, probably not going to meet very many guys in those book clubs. But
the guys you want to meet.
Right.
Might as well go to a bar.
Yeah. Now I put this one last because I didn't want to touch on it too long, but there is online groups. Online dating isn't terrible. There's just a little bit of barriers you have to put up. And so I would just say with some of that online dating groups is, they have like, I know there's like Farmers Only, there's Christian Mingle, there's, all of these different ones.
How do I find someone without leaving my house and not resorting to online dating? Not really.
Hashtag not really looking.
That might be the problem, Jennifer. I'm just going to kind of go out on a limb and say...
Hey, Janie. Yeah.
That may be a problem if you don't want to leave the house, but yet also don't want to do an online thing.
So you're pretty much going to I'd say order a lot of Amazon. If the UPS guy
is
single and good looking. And if that doesn't work, try next day shipping with FedEx.
Or you need to try like that old movie. Have you seen that old Doris Day movie called Pillow Talk? It was, hey Janie. It was Rock Hudson, who was actually gay, so it didn't really wouldn't have worked in real life. But on the movie, they have the shared phone line, things that don't happen anymore.
Yeah.
You have no idea because you don't watch old movies.
Yeah.
But they had the shared phone line. I can't remember what that's called. And so sometimes they would be on it at the same time, and so they started talking, and that's how they met.
Mm-hmm.
Pillow talk. So maybe that's your gonna happen. You need to
somebody,
cross a phone line.
Some good-looking guy ends up with your number. Whatever.
It could happen.
You're gonna. Well, what you're hoping for is the new cell phone number you have belongs to a guy, and everybody keeps calling him and contacting him. That's what could be possible. Like they're texting, thinking that you're, and then you say, "Hey, no," and then you find out who that guy is. And,
Party lines. That's what it was.
Yeah.
See, she knows what I'm talking about.
She Googled it.
I ate too many conversation hearts. My stomach's hurting.
I told you they're just like the.
It's just like eating a pound of sugar.
And they're like the candy corns. Candy corns are
pure sugar.
Right. Candy corns are good for about 3, and then it's just downhill from there.
I ate way more than 3 conversation hearts.
What I was saying about the online dating is to join groups that are you have similar, like find ones that are.
Don't just do whatever.
Like
a general group. Find one that's specific for
what you're interested in.
Are there groups like that on Facebook?
There might be. I don't know. I haven't researched the Facebook.
I haven't been
groups.
single on Facebook. Not yet.
that you want to tell me.
I would be smart enough to create a whole separate profile.
That's true. Yeah.
There was a friend who still used. Really, that's funny.
Party lines. So
who would have thought?
Crazy. We see them late night. Sometimes those lines. I guess that's not a party. No, that's not a party line.
That's a totally different phone line,
right.
dude. A totally different phone line. They're not gonna want your advice.
And they're like, "Whoa, what is he?" All right, so those are some of the ideas for places to meet people. And then I wanted to just kind of reiterate when we break up in this world of social media and everything, you have to finalize everything, cut them all off. You got to unfollow.
It's nice that you go from meeting to somebody to breaking up and ending the relationship.
Right, because it's going to happen. Some of these breakups, but
we haven't broken up yet.
Not yet. All right, but you have to when you do break up, you got to cut it off because it will just recycle. If you don't cut them off, so out of Instagram, Snapchat, everything. Heck, I'd even get rid of them on the text. I'd just take them off.
Delete the phone number.
Delete the phone number, block it, whatever. And I know it seems cruel.
Extreme.
But if you think about just 15 years ago, when you broke up with someone, you didn't see them again.
You were done.
You didn't have pictures of them.
To run into them in the grocery store
right.
and hope you looked really good that day.
Yeah. And you had your nice hot side piece on.
Yeah.
Hey, mom's on.
Oh, clean it up.
Clean it up now. All right. But that's why I just wanted to reiterate. Because basically you're setting yourself up that it's going to just recycle. And you're going to probably get back together. But it's not going to be real. If it breaks, if you end it, there's a reason. And there's really no reason to go back. And you're just cycling through. And you're actually delaying yourself from moving on to a happier and healthier relationship. So cut it off.
You know the other thing we should do?
What's that?
Is go back through all the Ask Adam videos and see if I'm wearing the same sweatshirt.
You are. You always wear the same sweatshirt. I've worn a different shirt in every time.
It's not that I wear this every day. I just do wear it.
You're just cold and it's at night.
It's freezing outside.
Yeah. Any questions that we have? Any other questions before
Or do you have other ideas on where to meet?
Other places that you could meet.
Meet people. What did Adam miss on his list of other ways to meet?
I think like some of it too is if you're a person of habit, so like
I was gonna say that.
If you shop the same time, you know, I always laughed at when I was single. It's like I'm gonna hit up Dylan's on Friday night by the salad bar. I'm just gonna be by there because checking out some of the other girls that maybe are
Not
checking.
eating salad.
I'm not eating salad. No, I hate salad. But just meeting and it's like running into people.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. And but yeah, some of the habits, like if you kind of, because you'll start running into people, and that's another way too. So,
But
you know,
maybe you need
shopping
to change
similar
it up.
time,
If
or
you're
change
not
it up.
meeting
Yeah, if you're not meeting somebody.
Maybe you need to change it up.
Yeah.
Break out of the old habit.
I'd love to
create
hear a
new
story
one.
of somebody meeting somebody in a grocery store that actually was a lasting relationship. Yeah, I was just going down the frozen food section.
Well, where have you met most of your girlfriends?
I'm not telling you.
I'm not asking about the current ones.
Oh.
So funny. The cheating husband's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, really, where have you met your
Mostly,
girlfriends before me?
Before you, classes. And
Oh, because you were young.
or soccer, like with, again, doing different activities. So work. I hate to say that, but if like some people, and that's where the
But
volunteering.
it wasn't like an office.
No, it wasn't
type
office.
Work.
No.
It was
just stuff, recreational stuff, being outside, casual, different things like that. So I guess what did we miss, people?
Any other places? I think my last boyfriends were, I was set up on a blind date. And friend of a friend was another one. And we just started all hanging out.
And then, of course, we met in an activity,
We
church
met
activity.
at a church activity. But I don't know. Sometimes a blind date isn't always bad.
No, I have a
Miss
friend
L?
that was married on a blind date.
My sister-in-law, or my sister and her brother-in-law were blind date people. So, Miss L, they're not always all bad. In my yoga class every once in a while, usually the spouse of one of the women in class, so I guess I'll just wait for the single UPS dude to deliver something. That's hilarious, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not willing to go out and meet other people, you might just have to wait till one knocks on your door.
Mm-hmm.
You could start ordering a lot of pizza.
Yeah. Hope the delivery guy's cute.
And he'd smell delicious.
He'd smell like pizza. I don't know. I hate when I bring home the pizza. My car
I
smells like
the
it for
smell of
days.
pizza.
And it's like 2 pizzas in their car for 10 minutes and it smells like days.
But think of like the leftover pizza that they have at
Oh,
the end
yeah.
and you get it.
But then you're also dating, you're 30-something years old dating a pizza
It
delivery
could
guy.
be his second job.
Could be a
Don't
second
knock
job.
the
I'm
pizza
not
delivery
knocking
guy.
them.
Don't be. Maybe he's just lonely and doesn't have anything else to do, and he
Could
thought,
be.
I might as well deliver pizza.
Maybe I'll meet a girl.
Maybe I'll meet somebody by knocking on her door.
I don't
he's
think
really a millionaire.
I would love to hear that
He's
story.
really
Yeah.
what is it called when they inherit money? An heiress, an heir. He's an heir and just
Big
born.
heir.
So he delivers pizza.
Trust fund baby. All
That
right.
could happen.
I don't think so.
That should be a movie. We should write a movie.
Okay. I'm ready to wrap this up.
I need to deliver pizza and paper. See, or it could be
Perfect,
Shannon.
Sharon. Perfect. And Jennifer will take those orders. All right.
I don't think Jennifer would be interested in Shannon, but maybe.
I don't
know.
If there are other questions or places that we forgot, that's what I wanted to find out. Places that we forgot, or any other questions.
Or if you have a story you would like to share
We'll take stories too.
of meeting somebody,
Yeah.
or maybe they disagreed with your list.
I don't think so. I'm right. This is a good list. 100% you're going to meet somebody at these places that you will like. 100%.
100%. Wow.
Yep.
That's a good odd.
Yeah. The odds are always in your favor.
All right.
Okay. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on. And we'll
Thanks
be back
for
next
watching.
week. Yep. Thanks for watching. Share with your friends. Pass it along. Help us grow the Ask Adam brand.
On the Little Chrissy.
On the Chrissy Dolezal. All right. You all have a good evening. Love ya.
Good night.